The day began nice and early. I arrived at Bruxelles Centrale just after 7:30 in the morning, having taken to heart the several warnings of long queues. One of the first things I saw when I got off the train was an advertisement for the European Development Days 2010. I made my way to the Square Meeting Centre and arrived to find it looking very empty, other than a few security guards. Once inside, I immediately noticed the maps and signs. It's quite a big building, and I was still early, so I decided to go for a walk around to orientate myself. I managed to sneak into some of the rooms while they were still empty. Everything still looked fresh and ready for the days to come. Up on the top floors, there's actually a really nice view out over Brussels. Quick peek out the window and I could see the city starting to wake up. Tour over and it was time to start work. As you can see, we had a lot of equipment, video cameras, tripods, computers. There was a lot to set up before we could get to work. Equipment collected, I headed back downstairs. By now it was light outside and there was a very big queue going all the way up the stairs and around, which is probably why many of the people arriving headed straight for a coffee. Time to wake up and warm up before the first meeting started. Of course, most important of all was the programme, to be able to keep track of everything. There were so many events going on during the course of the 2 days, and many at the same time. So, now that I've shown you the building a bit, let me show you our stand. The European Commission was designated a very large area, so we had almost a whole table for just AIDCO, including, fresh off the press, the Capacity for Deaf flyers. These are some of our colleagues come for a quick chat and to visit the stand. They're here to attend the events, while the rest of us will be working at manning the stand, and of course filming. Our stand was located next to the European Commission Speakers Corner, and over the course of the 2 days there were several presentations, including one by our head of unit on Capacity for Deaf. The Speakers Corner was very informal, a chance for people to meet and discuss the different topics they work on, and to see what we at the European Commission are doing. The village was actually underground beneath the square itself. It was a lot bigger than it looked, and they'd managed to fit over 100 stands inside. In accordance with the Dev Day's commitment to be green, all the furniture was made of cardboard, the stands and also the chairs. I had a chance to sit on one of those, and it was surprisingly far more comfortable than it looked, and actually extremely solid. Of course, let's not forget the reason that we were all there in Brussels. Belgium was in its last month of hosting the presidency of the Council of the European Union. Therefore, there was a whole section dedicated to this. The village also played host to several side events. There was certainly plenty to do, from playing the lottery, or just simply enjoying the stands and collecting information. There were also several VIPs present at the Dev Days, and many of them took a tour of the development village. So when I saw a bustle of photographers and big burly security guards, canapes and champagne, I knew someone important must be on their way. In this case, it was Jacques Chirac, who paid a visit to the Chirac Foundation stand. Unfortunately, he didn't visit our stand, so no Chirac interview for Capacity for Deaf. Also dotted around the village were art and photography exhibits. In keeping with the recycling theme, there were several multicoloured lamps made from old containers. It was a nice welcome break to take some time to wander around and visit all the exhibitions. Strangely, other than the coffee and biscuits, there was nowhere to go and get food. Lunch was provided in brown paper bags, so as soon as the lunch bags appeared there was a bit of a rush. Another interesting sight was St. Nicholas. In Belgium, St. Nicholas is celebrated on the 6th December and is as important, if not more so, than Christmas. Last but not least, in the modern age we live in, it's impossible for an event like this to take place without updates appearing on social networking sites. One of the stands had set up a screen showing live Twitter feeds so that people in the village could see how others were reacting to the event. Of course, we also at Capacity for Dev posted a few items live from the event.